So Easter is coming up, so we thought we would combine two of our favourite things, baking and chocolate, to make
Easter bunny biscuit with many eggs! Yay! I love that. So we have some.
So first we're going to put some butter in.
Yes, which is unsalted butter.
It's unsalted butter. We might need the spatula. Can you see it over there?
Yes.
Pop it over.
Like the other video with me.
The other video of you.
If you've seen me, if you've seen the other video where we used the spatula for the butter, because there's a scrape in there.
Yep, that's okay.
Oopsie daisies.
Mummy, get all the butter out. So we've got 210 grams of butter here.
Can you pass me the cutest sugar?
Yep, just give me a moment, son. That's our butter.
Which is quite sticky.
And then we have 200 grams of custard
sugar. Let's pour it all in.
Yep. Oh, I got stuck in my finger too. There we go. And then we're going to mix it up. Hang on. We're going to mix it up first.
Can I?
Yep, we're going to do it together. Go. See, now it's all mixed up. So we're going to beat it a little bit more to get it really nice and light.
Should we get the butter?
In a moment. In a moment.
Wow, that looks quite good.
Does that look good already?
Yeah.
When I was little and I used to bake.
Yeah, you used to eat everything.
I used to eat just butter and sugar mixed up like this because I used to think that was yummy.
Was it yummy? Let's try some.
Well, you can. No, do you put your finger in now? No, you don't, because it could break your finger. We don't want broken fingers. We don't want broken fingers, do we?
Turn it off and then I'll try it.
Do you want broken fingers?
Yeah.
No.
Let's try it on.
Go on then, turn it off. Alrighty.
Yummy.
This is the fun bit about baking. Now, what do we need to add in next? Not yet. What do we need to add in next?
Next, we are going to add in this egg.
Can I do the egg?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to add an egg in.
While you're doing that, I shall pour in the vanilla extract.
That's right. So that's 1 teaspoon. Oh, I got it on your finger. That's 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Sure. And 1 tablespoon
of milk.
of milk. This is why you bake with me, isn't it, son? So you can lick everything clean. Saves me on washing up. So we're going to mix this up again. You ready to turn this on? There you go.
Oh, because it turns down as soon as you turn it on.
Correct.
It turns to the bottom.
Right, and that is all really well mixed up now because we just kept going, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep, turn it off for me. Great. Now, let's give that a little pat to get it all off there for now.
Now we have a sieve. And
so we're going to put in
No, I'm just going to put in the baking. Is it powder or soda?
That's 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt.
And the salt's going through easily.
Yep, and 400 grams
of flour.
Plain flour. Right, that's all our flour in. Let's have a little tidy up of these. Thank you. We'll leave that there for now.
Oh, okay.
So now we need to sieve all these ingredients in. You going to help me? That's it. It's fun serving stuff. It's like it's snowing in the bake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me take over for the last bit then, sweetie. You can give it a shake when it gets near the bottom. Do you want to try shaking it? So side to side shaking, that's it. There you go. There you go. Done. Good job. That's all of it done.
Okay.
Awesome. So we'll pop that there for now. And now we've got to mix it all. I'm just going to grab it off the edges.
Should we put it down there?
No, it's fine. Right, now this is why we have to start slow. What's going to happen if we go fast? Yeah, we're going to have an explosion of flour in the whole kitchen, aren't we? We don't want that. So we're going to start slow, we're going to mix it up, and then that's our cookie dough ready. Once this is all mixed up, we are going to put all of the dough in some cling film, and we're going to pop it in the fridge for an hour.
So long.
And that looks pretty much like yummy, scrummy cookie dough. Look at that.
Tell me when to stop.
Yeah, you can turn it off now. Awesome. Now, what we have to do, you can in a minute. I'm sure there will be some for you to try.
Yes.
We're wrapping it up in our cling film. So I'm popping it in here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a squidge down to flatten it down. Don't worry about that bit. Squidge down to flatten it down. Now we forgot to say at the start of our video, it's always important whenever we bake, To wash our hands because we might use our fingers like I've just done. Right? Right. So there's our cookie dough. Now this bit might not be big enough. I should have maybe got a bigger bit of cling film. Look at that. Oh dear. Never mind. I'll have to go and get some more. Oh, we squeezed it together. Just squeezed it together.
Perfect.
Clever mummy. So about an hour it's going to go in the fridge. And then we're going to come back and we're going to roll it out and cut out shapes before they go in the oven. So our dough has been in the fridge for an hour. I have split it into just to make it easier to roll out. So it's nice and solid and firm. So before we start rolling, we have to put flour, a little bit of extra flour, it's just plain flour, on our work surface. Why do we do that, Dylan?
Because otherwise it could stick to this work surface.
Oh, I got you too.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Now, with cookie dough or biscuit dough, you actually have to sprinkle, I find, a bit more generously than you would with, say, pastry, just because there's a higher butter content and it tends to be a bit of a, it's not really wet, but it just tends to absorb it a lot more. So I've put a lot more on there than I would normally when we've done other rolling out. But what else do we need to put some on? On top, that's right. And as you roll it out, it will spread out. So you may need to put some more on. That's right. And we also do our rolling pin, don't we? I'm going to do it now. And just to stop it, are you doing some as well? Just to stop it from sticking. Because it's a super sticky dough once we get rolling. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Should we do it together? Let's turn it this way.
I'll do it on the side. Yeah.
Oh, shall we turn it?
If you've been in Joe Wick's workout, it will be like that.
It'll be like that.
Joe Wick's.
But you get something yummy at the end of it. You don't get something yummy at the end of Joe Wick's, do you?
No.
Sorry, Joe Wick's.
Sorry.
So you want to roll this to about the thickness of a £1 coin. Don't press down too hard. Go on, you can have a go. Don't press too hard. That's it. Let's have a look. Is that about the £1 coin thickness?
A bit more.
A bit more. I'm just going to do it this way.
That side is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So let's squeeze him.
Now, you need to work fast because you need to keep your dough as cold as you can.
Okay, so that would be good. Just pin him off.
I'm going to come around this way.
That could be good.
And what we have to do...
Okay,
thank you. What we have to do with ours, and it'll depend on your gingerbread man, but what we have to do with our gingerbread guy is we have to cut his head off, don't we? Yes, so I'm just going to cut his head off. And that is the bottom of his...
No, come on.
Midriff, his body. What happened? Did it get stuck?
Again.
Oh no, let me just cut this one off. Can you do it? Oh, you've done it, well done.
I thought I was going to rip him for a sec.
Well done.
But then suddenly I didn't. Yep. I don't know how.
Yep. Now I have found this is quite a soft dough. I have found in the oven that it melts down quite a lot. So when we make our bunnies, we actually, what I've done when I've experimented before is if I put his arms over the eggs, so like I'll show you here, if I put his arms over the eggs like this, what happens is the arms sink down either side of the egg. So you can make it like that. It still tastes good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks a bit funny. So what I try and do is I actually try and do it underneath the egg so it looks like he's supporting it underneath, a bit like a basket, right? And just give them a little squish so the dough from the hands are joined together, like that. So the egg's sticking out the top instead of the arms being over the eggs. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. So I'll show you another one. So the arms are going under the egg rather than over and around them.
Just dusting Rolly's pin.
Good boy, you remembered. Well done. There you go. And that way, if it sinks down, it goes under the egg so it looks nicer, basically. I like all about looks. And then all we're going to do is am I doing this bit to show everyone at home?
Sure.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to give him 2 eyes and a nose, but we have to make sure that you don't just poke a hole in. because those holes will completely disappear when you're baking. So you need to make them a bit bigger so that when the dough spreads, that it's not going to close the hole up for you. So bigger than you think. There we go. I think those are ready to go in the oven. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep rolling.
Look, what do you reckon? So there you go. Those are going to go in the oven. These will take about 7 minutes to cook. You can cook them a bit longer. They will start to brown on the edges. We like them to be a bit paler and not quite as brown and not quite as crunchy, don't we?
Yes.
So our biscuits are out of the oven. Our Easter bunny and mini egg biscuits.
Yeah, I've got.
Right? Yeah, they are all done. Do you want to try one? Well, I tell people a bit about them.
Yes.
So these cooked in 7 minutes, and as you can see, they did start to brown just on the tips of the ears. How is it? Is it good? Yeah. So you do need to watch these. They can burn very, very easily. They will start to brown on the ears first, I found. But you need to make sure you pull them out. When you pull them out, they are very, very soft. So leave them on your tray for 30 seconds, a minute, and then use a spatula or something to get them off and put them on a cooling rack. And once they have cooled, they will become firmer, but they are very, very soft as soon as they come out of the oven. So when we've put them, the arms have gone underneath, so it looks like it's hugging the egg. And our eggs have all cracked because that's what happens with the eggs in the oven. But they taste pretty good, don't they? Is there anything we want to ask people to do because they've liked our videos?
Well, for once, you can like.
Yes, please like, share,
subscribe, and leave a comment. And you could also tell us what you want to do.
Yeah, you could tell us what you'd like to see us make for you next time, especially if you want to bake with children.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you want to see more kiddie bakes, we like baking, so we'll show lots, won't we? So tell us what you'd like to see, but don't forget to like this video and do subscribe. There you go. That's it. Thanks for joining us, folks. See you next time.